Hello, and welcome to Tool Time Tuesday.
In this series, we share our favorite tools, products, gear, and equipment, as well as new items on the market. Thanks for joining us, and stay tuned for this week's episode of Tool Time Tuesday on Pacific Pines Ranch.
Hello, everybody. Today, we are doing something new, and we are learning something new. So, come with me to learn new stuff. Alright, so a big thing that we like to do out on the ranch is we like to learn new stuff. I think it's really important in life to try new things, and it's a very good skill to have to be able to teach yourself new skills. So I'm sure throughout the channel you guys will see us learn lots of new things. You've already seen us learn a lot, considering that we started with pretty much zero building experience. So yeah, we're just gonna try new stuff and learn along the way. So today, come with me. So this is what we are going to be learning today.
Let me introduce you to the Falcon 2 by Creality. With 22 watts, this laser engraver is more powerful than ever. So come join us as we learn to use the Creality Falcon 2 and see what we create. Be sure to stay tuned for a giveaway.
So we just made a little makeshift workstation right here because, as you guys know, the house is not finished and we don't have anywhere to really work on stuff. We just kind of make do with what we have until the garage is finished, or if we get the opportunity to build a shop later, but neither of those things are done. So we just set up this little table. We have the box here with the laser inside, and we are going to open it, set it up, and figure it out. I watched a couple tutorials on my computer, and it seems relatively easy to learn and set up, so we're just going to try it out and take you along for the ride. So let's go.
Alrighty, time to open this box and see what's inside. It's like Christmas on the ranch. And the final reveal. Alright guys, so this is what everything looks like straight out of the box, and here is everything that comes in the box. So as you can see, they offer quite a bit of accessories, so we are going to take some time and unpack everything.
Getting a little chilly up here. Alright, so we just unpacked everything. Now we are going to go through and figure out how to set everything up, connect it to my computer, and figure it out. So far, the quality of the product looks pretty, I'm impressed. And what I really like especially is it comes with a bunch of things to test out. There's some thin plywood, some fabric, even a piece of stainless in here. So pretty cool. Can't wait to try it out. So we're gonna go through the instructions and finish the setup.
The setup for this machine is extremely easy. The sturdy aluminum frame makes the Falcon 2 super stable even in high-speed operation. There are 3 options for the legs to adjust the placement of the machine, and the legs come with silicone pads on the bottom to keep the machine in place and secure. The Falcon 2 also comes with extensions for the legs to rise the machine if you are working with larger materials such as skateboards or thicker pieces of wood, etc. You'll see us use the extensions later in this video. One thing I really like about the Falcon 2 is it comes almost completely set up. Once the frame is assembled and the airflow is set up and the laser is installed, it's pretty much ready to go. With 22 watts, this laser engraver is more powerful than ever. So powerful it can cut 15mm wood in one pass. Based on the latest FAC spot compression technology, 4 powerful 6-watt laser diodes are compressed to increase the laser power to 22 watts. This allows the machine to cut 15mm wood, 10mm acrylic, and 0.5mm stainless steel sheet metal in one pass. The protective cover on the laser filters the light and protects your eyes. Very important. The integrated cable storage keeps the Falcon 2 secure and organized. The Falcon 2 also comes with a very helpful guide to set up the laser height. One of the safety features of this machine is the emergency stop button. This button stops the machine immediately should you encounter an emergency situation. Another safety feature of the Falcon 2 is the security lock. The security lock and key is a great way to make sure you are the only one able to use this machine. By inserting and using a TF card, you can use the Falcon 2 offline and create anytime, anywhere. Adjust the machine offline by using the keypad to create precise designs. Okay, and we are almost ready to roll. Stay tuned to learn more about the features and capabilities of the Falcon 2.
All right, so we're almost about ready to run the machine, I hope. This is our first time ever using a laser cutter / engraver. So let me show you what we got going on. I downloaded the software Lightburn to use with the laser. So I am going to try to connect the software with the laser. And we have everything plugged in right here, plugged it into the computer. I believe we need to unlock this with the little key that they give you. Special key. Okay, so
the
now
stop was pressed once again.
Oh my God. Setting up a device, okay. All right, so we got it connected to my laptop and synced up. So the program is recognizing the laser, so this is good. Now we are just going to try to figure out how to set everything else up and get it to cut some stuff. So I guess we just have to mess around with the settings and figure it out. So far, so good. Learning, we are learning. Okay, it is getting very chilly outside, which is why I am in the hood. Okay, so we kind of looked up some tutorials on how to set the laser up and how to configure everything. A little bit tricky, it's a little bit more technical than I thought it was gonna be.
But it's doable.
Yeah, it's doable. YouTube University. We have our master's degree from YouTube University. Actually, no, we have our PhD from YouTube University. All right, so we got Lightburn set up. We got our little drawing set up right there. We have the laser set up and this little piece of wood. So I think we are going to give it a go and try to cut or engrave our first piece. The first settings I have are at 6,000 for the speed and 6,000 millimeters per minute and 50% power. So I'm just gonna do that and see what that does to the wood. Give that a little try, see what it looks like, and adjust from there.
Let's go.
Pretty exciting. Okay, let's go. Oh my God. Oh.
Wow, you did that in 2 seconds.
Wow, that was extremely fast. I thought for sure it would take a few minutes. That took like literally not even 5 seconds. All right, so yeah, pretty sweet. I think we might try to cut something out, like a shape, and see if we can have a little cutout on there. So that's what we'll try next.
The Falcon 2 has an engraving speed up to 25,000 millimeters per minute, allowing you to create more in less time. The Falcon 2 has a manual adjustment knob to adjust the airflow, or the airflow can be adjusted through light burn. Adjusting the airflow can remove smoke, giving a cleaner result, and it also protects the laser lens. It's recommended to use high airflow for cutting and low airflow for engraving.
I know, you guys can't even handle my coolness right now. I feel like I'm like an 80s, like, ski person. Like Pit Viper safety glasses or something. These give a very strange view. Everything is green. Sort of like my welding helmet, but a little bit different. Anyways, let me tell you why I have these on. Because we are about to try to cut out
The piece of wood.
the piece of wood. And for that, I had to turn the strength up to 100. And we just were doing the engraving, and yeah, I recommend to wear these. Okay, all right. So I lowered the speed and I turned up the power. So let's see what that does, okay?
Oh, you cut the square too. Alright. 1,
We
2,
did
3.
it. We did it. We
1,
did
2,
it.
3.
We did it.
So as you can see, the cuts are super smooth, clean, and precise.
Oh wow, it's so sharp, the cut. Look at
Oh
this.
wow. Oh my god, look at the little tiny numbers.
Wow, look at this.
All right, excellent. There it is, guys. Our first piece. So that was a fun experiment. Very cool, very cool. It's about to get real creative up in here. Creative with Creality Falcon. Okay, so we just went over this a few times. I think we changed the settings.
So
after the first
3000
time.
and we did 4 passes.
Okay. And yeah, that's what we got. So this is our very, very, very first experiment. So just gonna put this on the side for now. But this is really, really cool. It's very, very precise. Look at how precise that is. All right, so first test was successful. It's starting to get late and pretty cold. So I think we're gonna call it a day. Ooh, and get back at it tomorrow. So yeah, successful first test. First run with the Creality Falcon 2 laser cutter / engraver. Good job.
I like it.
What's up, everybody? We are back, round 2 with the Creality Falcon laser cutter / engraver. Today we are going to be testing the features and just learning a little bit more about the machine. Like I mentioned before, this is new for us. You saw the first time of both of us ever using a laser engraver, and now this will be the second time. So we are going to go through the materials that came with the machine and just kind of figure out how the machine works, the settings a little bit, and show you the results. So they sent with the machine this little package of materials. So there's some stainless there, some felt, looks like there's a couple more pieces of wood in there, and some other stuff inside that I don't know, that we'll find out. So basically I'm just gonna go and test the settings and run through a couple different settings and see what they do to each material. So come along for the ride, let's go. Okay, also let me show you, it is raining a lot today. Like a lot. So if you hear the rain in the background, I'm sorry. The house isn't finished yet. It's not completely sealed, so we have some exposure to the elements, unfortunately, which is why it's pretty cold, because we have the direct wind from there. So yeah, we are going to do our best to try to stay warm up here and do this fun little project while we wait for the weather to become sunny so we can do stuff. So let's go. I have some text written on the computer right here. Pacific Pines Ranch, you know what's up. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm going to write the same text on this piece of wood, and I'm going to decrease the speed. I'm gonna keep the power at 100, and I'm gonna decrease the speed and see the difference in what it does based on what the speed is set at. So I'm gonna do it 5 times, and yeah, just see how it looks. So Vion's gonna set the laser height. Okay, now I'm gonna click frame to see where it's gonna go. Alright, so we got pretty much like the center of the sheet. So I think we are almost ready to go. Just need to find my glasses. It's go time. Yeah. Alright, 3, 2, 1, start.
The Falcon 2 has a triple monitor system to keep things running smoothly. There are 3 indication lights on the laser. One for airflow, which monitors the airflow volume and allows you to adjust the airflow based on your needs. One for the lens, which monitors the lens and when enabled triggers an alarm when the lens is dirty, which helps prolong the life of the lens. And one for the flame, which monitors when there's a flame detected and will shut off the machine immediately. So as you can see, the Falcon 2 is extremely precise, and you can fine-tune the settings to get exactly what you want.
Okay, one thing to mention is that it is like not 100% humidity here, it's like 1000% humidity, and that has made our materials warp a little bit, and I don't really have anything to use other than these materials, and that's why it's doing this effect that it just did where it's kind of lighter in the middle, is because the piece of wood is, here, let me show you. The piece of wood isn't completely flat. Like if you see, it's a little bit wonky. But we're just doing the best we can with what we have. All right, so we got a couple different settings on this little piece of wood right here. We did a couple outline settings and a couple fill settings. As you can see, the differences between the two and the couple different parameters that we put in the program, Lightburn. All right, so we tried the laser at a couple different settings for the outline of Pacific Pines Ranch, and we did three settings on the fill. And the program is pretty cool. You can customize what you're doing and change the settings based on what outcome you're looking to get. And so basically now we are going to take some of the materials that came with the laser engraver and test them out. So we're gonna try the felt, but we're gonna pull some of these out, test these, whatever they have. And then after, we are gonna play around with some things that we have here. So I'm going to try to engrave some welding gloves, grind, weld, paint, repeat. I feel like that's a good thing to try. I think we might try to engrave some tools. I don't know. We're just gonna kind of like experiment with it and see how it goes. All right, first cut on the felt paper. So I think this definitely cut out the letters. Yep. Pretty precise and pretty accurate. Okay, moving on. Let's put this in our little tester station. All right, now we are gonna give the piece of stainless a try, and I am gonna attempt to put our logo on it and see how it turns out.
The Falcon 2 is compatible with a variety of systems, including Windows and Mac operating systems.
All right, first time trying to engrave some stainless over there, and first time trying to put an image on Lightburn. So we will see how this turns out.
Also, you can use multiple software systems to operate the machine, such as Lightburn and LASER ENGRAVER.
Don't be jealous of my super cool glasses. So anyways, little update, still going, and it's not even halfway done. This is taking quite some time. This is the progress that we got so far. You can kind of see it if you look in there. So far so good though. So it's probably just to about like right here, just below the halfway point. Gonna let it run and come back in a little bit and see the results. Okay, so that took a little bit of time, but now it's finished, so check it out. That came out so good. Look at that. Wow. So it's definitely like engraved on there. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write some text down here and see what the text does, because this was an image that we did, and now I'm just gonna do some text and see what that does. Much smaller though, so hopefully it'll take way less time. So here's the results. Our logo is very nice. And then I just did this little text down here very quickly. And that also came out very nice. All right, so moving along on our little test station, I am going to try to engrave this little rubber spacer that we have from when we installed the glass panels, our glass container doors that we made. We have a couple of these, so I'm gonna do this and see how this turns out. So that worked really well. Oh, it's a little stinky though. So I just wiped it off a little bit. Grind well, paint, repeat. The motto of our life.
So this is
Okay, so now we are going to try to engrave this C-clamp. Okay, so Viant is gonna help me adjust the settings of the laser. I think we might need to raise it up. I don't know.
yeah, like that.
So yeah, we're going to mess with the settings and get everything kind of placed in the program here in the good spot, and then see what that does. We did the stainless, as you saw, that came out really well. I don't know how this is gonna turn out because we've never done it. So we are gonna test it out and see. Oh, let's check it out. All right, for our next experiment, we are going to try to engrave a rock. I think I've mentioned this once or twice before, but I have a pretty extensive rock collection. I really love rocks. So we're gonna pull one from my collection and see what that does. Viant's braving the rain. Got a nice one. A nice spa rock. Operation Engrave the Rock is starting. So let's go. Can't forget the shades. It's working!
One thing I would like to mention about the Falcon 2 is the integrated sliding rail and U-shaped wheels increase the stability and durability.
Okay, let's check it out. Wow, oh my god. Look at that, you guys. I engraved this rock. Well, I physically did not. This amazing machine did. But oh, it worked well. Okay, alright, so now Viant, he wants to...
You see that?
I don't think so.
No?
I picked up the stainless one.
Oh wow.
Alright, let's check it out,
Should I go to rinse it in water or something?
Now we have soon we're gonna have so much stuff branded. This rock, this random piece of stainless, this yeah, the C channel, this random piece of rubber. Who knows what else we will find to write and brand, to write our brand name and brand all the things that we have. So cool. All right, now we are going to test textiles. So I have these welding gloves that I have never used yet. So I am going to try and put grind, weld, paint, repeat on them and see how that turns out. Woo, that is stanky, but it worked really well. Super cool. All right, a little PSA for you guys. Make sure you do this in a ventilated area because it's kind of intense, the smell. Really successful, it's pretty fun. I can't wait to just kind of like play around and do more stuff with this machine. And can't wait to make some stuff for you guys, which was what I was most excited for this machine. So I'm definitely gonna offer you guys some stuff made here on the ranch with this machine. So stay tuned for that. All right, so we are going to call it a day. I think it's getting pretty late and we are running out of things to engrave. So the next step is we are going to make something with this machine. So stay tuned for that, okay? Hello, back at it, making stuff with the laser engraver. So today I have a little special project that we are going to work on and build. And we basically are going to make a cool sign for the clean machine, which is our shower house build. If you didn't watch that video, check it out. I will link it in the description and up there. So if you got some free time, go check it out because it's pretty cool. Anyways, so we have this plywood here. We are going to do a sign, which basically I'm gonna cut out some words here. You will see what that says later. But we're gonna cut out some words here, put some LED in the back, mount this onto another piece of plywood, and that will be the sign. So we are just going to figure out how we can fit this under here and make it work because I don't really want to make this any smaller because I would like it to be roughly about that size. So we'll see. So we're just gonna mess with a bunch of stuff, mess with the settings, set everything up, and pretty much get going. So I'm excited to build our first project with the laser engraver. Okay, you guys, the design is finalized. Are you ready for the reveal? Because I'm not sure that you are. All right, so this is a homage. All right, let me Google that real quick. Homage. This is a homage to the 90s or early 2000s because I don't remember exactly when this song came out. But when I reveal the text, those of you that know will know, okay? So check it out. Ain't nobody, don't ask me, I'm just so fresh and clean. So fresh and so clean. So there it is, that's the text. My aunt didn't know that song, so I had to show it to him because he's not from America. So anyways, yes, thank you Outcast for the good times back in the day. And I just think it's so funny because it's like we have the laundry, the sink and the shower in there, so we are getting so fresh and so clean in there. So we are going to set up the plywood to be cut with the text, which is pretty exciting. I'm very excited to make this sign, a little art project for us. But anyways, we're gonna set up the machine, set everything up, and cross our fingers that it goes well because we only have 2 pieces of this. So all right, wish us luck. Here we go. Pretty nervous because I don't want to waste this sheet of plywood for nothing, but we're just gonna go for it because what more can you do, really? Sometimes you just gotta dive in the deep end and learn to swim while you're in there. Story of our life. Okay, fingers crossed. Again, the most important part. 3, 2, 1, go! Woo! Smoky up in here. Who needs a smoke machine when you have a laser engraver? I'm gonna have to open this door.
So there are two more safety features I would like to mention. One is a bidirectional limit switch. If the laser head hits the boundary, the machine will automatically stop and an alarm will go off. And the last safety feature I would like to mention is the stop function. The machine will shut off in the event of an accidental tilt, flip, or drop, and the alarm will go off. It's really great to have all these safety features because it keeps you and your equipment out of harm's way.
Wow.
Nice!
There it is, guys. Oh.
Let's try to remove it. Oh my god, it's perfect.
Ho-ho! Guys, look at this.
Before we could move forward with the next step, we had to add the leg extensions to raise the machine up.
Alrighty, so now we figured out what we're gonna, well, this is what we're gonna try to do. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we have to do a spacer in between the first plywood and the second plywood for an effect that we will do that I will explain in the next step. But because we have the spacer, we have to do the same spacer for the parts of the letters that are missing. So I just kept all the letters that have the space in the middle that we need a spacer for. So basically we are gonna try to cut it out of this piece of wood, which is pretty thick. So
Yeah, I think it's 3/4 of an inch.
yeah, about 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so I am not sure that this is gonna cut through, but we're just gonna give it a shot and see what it does. If we need to go over it a couple times, we will. And then we're gonna try to use this piece of wood for the spacer as well. So I'm gonna try to cut 8 little squares out of it. So on we go. Just a quick second before I do this. The view from our house is...
This view?
especially that view. That's my most favorite view.
Oh, this.
But the view from our house is insane. I can't even tell you how much we are both looking forward to just coming up here and just hanging out. It's incredibly beautiful and serene. I love it. Okay, back to work. Boo! Impressive.
Wow, it's so sharp. Then you have smoke on the wood.
Okie dokie, we're back. I think it worked very well, but it didn't cut it all the way through, which honestly I would have been pretty shocked if it did because this wood is quite thick. Let me tell you a funny story about this wood. This piece of scrap wood that I believe is like the front of a dresser or a cabinet or something. Let me like rewind the time back to 2016. Me and Viant were first starting van life, and we had not renovated our van yet. So Dan the van was like a 90s carpet cocoon. There was just blue carpet everywhere. And we were like, oh, we need to fix that. And there was a bunch of stuff that he needed a little facelift on the inside. So we went to IKEA and we went to the as is section because we were trying to do things on a budget, like we still are. Anyways, so we're in the as is section and there is this gigantic cart that is saran wrapped together with like probably hundreds of pieces of wood and fasteners and whatever. So we're like, what is this? Like, is this something that they disassembled, or I don't even know what? And on the front of the cart was a sticker that said handyman cart, $10. And we thought it was a mistake because I was like, there's no way all of this wood is $10. Like, all of this material is $10. And so we went to the checkout and checked out, and indeed it was $10. And to this day we are still using stuff from the handyman cart that we got like forever ago. So funny. So anyways, that was just like a hilarious thing. But the part that was not so funny was, so we had to take the cart out to the parking lot and unload it into the van, and then unload it from the van to my mom's house, which is where we were working on renovating the van. And it was seriously like thousands of pieces of wood, like this piece. So just so many. And look, we even still have some, this piece is from that, these pieces are from that, and all of this right here is from that, and so is that, and so is that. And this is even left over. We've dipped into this so many times. So pretty funny. The handyman cart has served us well over the years. So now this dresser or cabinet front is now becoming just kidding, no. All right, so we're gonna run this one more time and see if it will cut these letters out of this thick piece of wood. End of story time. All right, so if I remember well, we did 5 passes. Perfect, so all the pieces that we need are cut out for certain.
Oh wow, look at this. It's so cool.
Wow, it's pretty thick. So check.
Yeah, it's really thick.
Yeah, look what that cut. All right, now we're gonna cut out some spacers. Okay, let's go. And here we have the sign. So now what we are gonna do is kind of situate everything, mock everything up. We have the spacers, the little like inserts for the missing middle of the letters, and yeah. Okie dokie, little updates. Starting to get late. So we used the wrong kind of glue. We thought it was super glue, like the glue that dries almost instantly. It is not. So we are gonna have to let it sit for a while. Our little setup over there with like the rocks to hold them in place. So let me introduce you to the next project that we are going to do. Very small project, but this project I would like to do for you guys because I am so thankful for all of you to follow along on this crazy journey that we're on, and all of the love and support that you share with me, supporting the channel. So this is a little something to say thank you so much, okay? All right, so check it out. I am gonna cut these little keychains with the logo on it. So basically how we're gonna do this is comment Pacific Pines Ranch in the comments, and I will do a random generator to choose 6 people to send these cute little keychains to. So yeah, we're just gonna set up the laser again since we have to wait. We'll probably finish the sign tomorrow because it says 1 to 2 hours curing time here, which really means like all day here.
Even more.
Yeah, we have to take the curing time and times it by like 50. Anyway, so we're gonna work on these keychains and try to get them rolling so that we can have something to gift to you guys. So yeah, don't forget, comment Pacific Pines Ranch for a chance to win these keychains. Hello, hello! Back at it for making our sign for the shower house. Basically today we are going to work on setting the front of the sign on here and connecting it and connecting the lights together so that we can try to manage that. So in the meantime, I am going to complete these little keychains for you guys, and I think they came out pretty cool. So as you can see, there's one like this, and then there's one like this. Similar, but different. So again, comment Pacific Pines Ranch in the comments if you would like a chance to enter into the giveaway to win one of these keychains. All right, here they are. Kind of cute, pretty simple. I think they came out pretty cool. Also, you guys feel free to comment and let me know if there's something specific that you would like us to make. I'd love to hear your ideas, and I would love to make stuff for you guys. So yeah, go ahead and comment. If you don't want to enter into the keychain giveaway, feel free to drop a comment and let me know what you'd like to see us make. Okay, and the final, well, maybe not the final, but the first reveal. Wow!
Looks so good!
Yeah, it's so cool. Okay, so we out here in the shower house, aka the clean machine, and we just hung the sign. So, drum roll.
Can we plug it back there?
Voila! There it is. So I think it came out pretty good for our first time trying everything. And we are going to wait for the sun to set. So we have a little bit of time before that goes down. And it gets dark in here, and we can come down here and see what that looks like with the LED lights. Super happy with how it came out. The machine works so well. I cannot wait to use the machine to decorate stuff in the house. So I'm very much looking forward to that. So stay tuned to see what this beautiful sign looks like once it's dark. All right, we're out here in the dark because we're about to reveal the sign with the light. Are you ready for this? It's amazing. I love it. This was just our first run at trying to do something like this, so now that I've done it, I definitely would change a few things, but for our first try, I think it's great.
Help support our channel by leaving a comment, liking, and sharing this video. As always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with our projects and adventures on the ranch. We put out new videos every Saturday and even sometimes during the week, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any. Okay, bye.